Hi, good morning, everyone. We're going live right now, and then Nilbert is going to take over. I'm going to make him co-host, and I'm excited for today's call. Just one second.
Hi, good.
Okay, Nilbert, you are good to go.
All right. Well, good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Another second day of a very exciting week. So many things happening, so much exciting good news, right? So all those advancements. So congratulations to those who advanced and who are on the verge of advancing. Today's topic is actually very interesting, and I think it's going to be very significant for all of us, regardless of whether you're new to this or you have already been doing this for a while. But like always, let's always start off with a very with sharing any wins. Let's get two shares to kick us off. Anyone who wants to share any new achievement, new rank, new prospect, uh, any good stuff that they want to share with everyone, please feel free to unmute and have at it.
Good morning.
Hey, Cindy.
Hey, how are you guys doing?
Awesome. We're doing
Any,
awesome. How are you?
I've already sent in to see if we can get a new product for sleep.
No time for sleeps. No time
No
for sleep,
time. There's no
Cindy.
time for sleeping right now, you guys. None. None, none. But I'm going to tell you something. We've had so many wins, you guys. We've had more three stars breaking. We have a mother and a daughter, actually the oldest three star in the company right now, Arlene, and she's actually the original owner with her daughter Debbie of a health food store in Elko, Nevada, and they both went three star, you guys, within less than 14, 15 days of each other together. So basically every person that walks in the door, guess what they're talking about? They're talking about this little miracle drop that's going to change the world, and that's what it's going to do, and it already is. So for anybody out there, we have people that are popping into two star, people that have popped into one star, people that are getting close to three star, don't even have a clue how they've gotten there. But I'm going to tell you something, you guys, when you get that momentum going, you don't stop it. You just get yourself out of the way and you just keep letting people start moving, and you can't do it all for them. You got to make sure that they're running their list and they've got their amount of contacts, and because everybody wants to be a winner. But we tell everybody we don't work with whiners. We're working with winners. Winners aren't whiners and whiners aren't winners. So you're going to be working with all the winners that are going to be out there doing what they need to be doing to move and rank themselves up as fast as possible. And just remember, you guys, you're not going to rank up unless you're helping somebody get a better quality of life and be able to do something with what's going on with these products. And I'm telling you guys, you haven't seen nothing yet.
Wow. I love listening to Cindy because just that what 30 seconds, 1 minute that Cindy was talking, you get inspired. You get so inspired. Thank you so much, Cindy. Okay, Carolyn.
Yeah, I know. I'm now after City Maddox. That's amazing. So, yeah, so I'm excited because I enrolled two more people yesterday, and all because of the social media. It does work. And also, today I have three brand ambassadors that I enrolled last week. We're all getting together, and getting their two by twos. And we're going to dig deep, and that's what I want to do. So I'm going to go three-star pros soon. That's my goal.
Yes. Yes. That's amazing. Amazing. Thank you, Carolyn. So, um, a lot of, just listening to Cindy, listening to Caroline, so many people are just, so curious about what's going on right now. I myself, like just social media, I've had probably about five new people that I'm actually working on right now two of them signed up already, and then the other three I'm still working on. But they all came from social media. So, just blast it, share it in as many venues as possible. So, okay. All right, let's get into today's topic. Let me share my screen and then we can get going. It's like I said, it's actually a very interesting topic, and I think it is something that will actually, oh, let me go back. Okay, so everyone has heard the term, board of directors, right? You've heard that with uh, from your leaders, from the different conventions that we have, um, building your board of directors. I'd like to kind of give you a different twist today. Not so much as just looking for your board of directors. So the way I see it now, after like a little bit of over 2 years of doing this, you develop leaders from within. Leadership isn't found, right? It's built. So today, I want to talk about a concept that, I believe can completely change the way you build your business, and more importantly, how you build people, right? We're calling this training Building Your Board of Directors, Developing Leaders from Within, because most of us were taught that leadership is something you go out and find, right? That's exactly how I started with this business. You look for a few strong, driven people, you run with them, and you hope they can carry the weight with you. Well, I learned a little bit, a little different concept, because, the strongest organizations aren't built by finding leaders. They're built by developing leaders, if that makes sense. The most powerful shift you can make as a leader is to realize that your future board of directors already exists with inside your own organization, right? Isn't that a comforting thought? That, people in your team, there's your board of directors already there. So this is the old model, right? This is, for a long time, we've been taught an old model of leadership. The old model says, like, find a few strong leaders, right? Run with the capable few. Everyone else plays a supporting role. And while that might work in the short term, it creates three long-term problems, right? First, it creates pressure on a small group of people, right? Second, it unintentionally sidelines everyone else. And third, it limits your growth because your organization can only grow as fast as those few people can carry it. So when leadership is rare, people wait to be chosen, right? But when leadership is developed, people step up. If you've ever felt like you're carrying too much of the weight in your organization, this model might be part of the reason why. So what's the new model, right? The new model is very different. The new model says leadership is developed. The new model says everyone has potential. And the new model says leaders build leaders. This is where real duplication begins. When people believe leadership is only for the special few, most people will never try, right? But when people believe leadership is a skill that can be developed, something powerful happens. And what's that? They lean in, right? They grow. They start seeing themselves differently, right? Your job, our job as leaders, is not to collect talented people. Yes, you'll come across very talented people, and that's always a blessing. But our job is to develop leadership capacity in ordinary people. Okay. So what is a board of directors? Some of you, especially for the new people, like, okay, what does that mean? Like, I know board of directors, when you're talking about corporate setting, yes, okay. So when I say board of directors, I'm not talking about a formal title. I'm talking about your internal leadership council, right? The people who stabilize your organizations when things get hard, the people who protect the culture. I love this one because we have to have the right culture, and we do. We do have the right culture. I've seen people, or also heard from people from other platforms, other organizations, and I can tell you right now, we have the most amazing culture where everyone uplifts everyone, right? Board of directors are comprised of people who think long term and help multiply leadership beyond themselves. Your board of directors are the people who don't just show up for results. They show up for people. And I think that's very key, right? They show up for the mission. They show up even when it's inconvenient. Right? And here's the key point. These people are not born ready. They are built over time. I've learned that, over the course of doing this, in my own experience as well. So, hidden leaders, right? One of the biggest mistakes leaders make is assuming potential always looks like confidence. Sometimes your future leaders are not the loudest voice in the room. Sometimes they're the most consistent. Sometimes they're the ones quietly doing the work. Sometimes they're the ones asking questions, trying to grow. Right? Potential often shows up as hunger, coachability, reliability, right? If you only look for charisma, you will miss some of the strongest leaders in your organization. Don't just look for who shines today. Look for who is willing to grow tomorrow. Okay? So calling out leadership. People grow into the identity you speak over them. One of the greatest gifts you can give someone is belief before they believe themselves. I definitely experienced this because, being new to the industry, never having done this before, because, 22 years of being in the military, I really didn't know what I was doing. It's funny, Cindy mentioned that earlier, like people become 3 stars, and didn't even know what that meant. That's exactly what happened to me at the start. I didn't know what that meant. Just told me, "Oh, you're a 3 star." I said, "Oh, okay," but I didn't know what I was doing. But people, I had mentors who believed in me before I really believed in myself. Right? So when you tell someone, "I see leadership in you," you plant a seed. We're all about planting seeds, right? With customers, with prospects, but planting a seed within your own organization is the one that's going to bear the most fruit. When you say, "I believe you can lead others," you give them a new lens to see themselves through. Most people don't step into leadership because they don't see themselves as leaders yet. Sometimes they just need someone to go first in believing in them. Okay. All right. So the 4 traits to develop, for developing your leaders. I think I believe every strong board of directors member must develop these 4 traits right here. Number one, coachability, the willingness to learn and be taught. I think that's key. Consistency, showing up even when motivation is low. Because especially for those who have been doing this for a little bit, our trajectory of our business is not a straight line. It's never a straight line. It's always hills and valleys, right? It's always like, bounty and drought, bounty and drought, right? So you need board of directors, you need leaders who will show up even when it's tough, even when everyone's kind of like not feeling it, right? Number 3, ownership, taking responsibility instead of making excuses. And number 4, vision, caring about people and the bigger picture, not just personal results. You're talking about the whole team, the whole organization. These are traits. These are traits that are not considered personality. These are not personality traits. They are leadership skills because these skills can be developed with the right environment and the right mentorship. So here's your mentorship playbook. This is where leadership becomes intentional. Like invite people into thinking, not just doing. Right? Give people small leadership reps or small leadership tasks or goals, right? Debrief wins and losses with them. Stretch them with your belief. Right? Don't wait until someone is perfect before giving them responsibility. Responsibility is what shapes them into leaders. Yeah, even in the military, it's the same thing. When young sailors are rising up the ranks, you give them responsibility so that they really step into their role as you develop their leadership, so they can start leading other sailors. It's the very same concept. Let them lead small Zoom calls or meetings. Let them help facilitate a meeting. Let them support a new person. Right? Growth happens in repetition. That should not in just, not in theory. It has to be done over and over again. One of the biggest shifts in leadership development is moving people from consumer to contributor. It's moving them from I attend calls to I help lead calls, right? It's moving them from I learn to I help teach. When people contribute, their identity changes. They stop seeing themselves as passengers and start seeing themselves as builders. Your board of directors will always come from contributors, not spectators. So your organization or leadership ceiling, okay, this is what I like calling it, like a ceiling, right? Your organization will never outgrow your leadership depth. Let that sink in. Your organization will never outgrow your leadership depth. If your team is not stepping into leadership, it's not because people lack potential. It's because leadership has not yet been intentionally developed. Your depth determines your scale. Your ability to build leaders determines how far your organization can go. So, what's our action plan? Here's our simple action plan, because I'm doing this myself, right? For the next 7 days, right? Identify 3 people with leadership potential, right? Speak leadership over them. Give them, at least one leadership responsibility. It doesn't have to be big. It just has to be intentional. Momentum is built through small, consistent leadership repetitions. So I want to close and leave you with this thought, right? Your legacy will not be your rank. Your legacy will be the leaders you leave behind. If you build people, the business will take care of itself, right? If you only build a business, it'll eventually outgrow you. Your future board of directors is already in your organization. So our job is to see it, to speak it, and develop it. Let's become leaders who build leaders, right? And I just want to leave you this quote. Your board of directors isn't found in the front row. It's built in the back rows. One belief, one repetition, one leader at a time. Okay, well, that's what I have for you today. It's pretty short and sweet. Not really, not really a lot of it's not a very long training, but I hope um, the nuggets I shared resonate with everyone, regardless of whether you've been doing this or whether you're just starting out. Everyone here is a leader. The fact that you stepped into this industry and you are willing to build and grow your organization already tells me that you're a leader. And for us leaders, it's just a matter of developing our own leaders from our own organization. So thank you so much. All right. Turning it back to over to Adrian and
Go ahead, Shannon. Yeah, that was amazing, Nilbert. I honestly just learned so much from you. And you're right, leadership is developed. It really, really is. I wouldn't be here if somebody didn't help me develop my leadership. I mean, Truly, I had no idea what I was doing in the beginning. And I just had a hunger and a desire. So you hitting that nail on the head is like, it's the biggest thing. I was very, for the first 18 months, I wasn't coachable. I thought I knew everything. Like, and I really thought I should know everything about the products before I got started. And somebody turned that whole story around for me. His name was Tracy. And he called me every day, once a day for 3 months, once I said I was willing to be coachable. And that changed everything for me. So I just want to say that you're absolutely right. Leadership is developed. And when you're ready, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. You know what I mean? So that's awesome. Thanks, Nilbert. Go ahead, Shannon. I can see you want to share.
Yeah, Nilbert, nail on the head there. Like such great nuggets. And even though it was, like you said, short and concise, I love that because it had a bulldozer effect on me this morning. I'm like, this is so good, these nuggets. So you just always bring everything so calmly. I just appreciate that about you so much. So just want you to know, like, what an amazing training this morning. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Shannon. That definitely means a lot. Thank you.
And I think we had one more. Was there somebody else who wanted to share?
Well, I'll just add, Nilbert, that was so incredible. I can't tell you, thank you so much that you brought so much value to us today. I look forward to listening to this again. And just again and again, just to let this sink in. So lots of gold nuggets here. Thank you so much. Your trainings are phenomenal. I
Thank you.
appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mei Ling.
Nilbert, on the slide where you had like the little figurines attached by a rope, did
Yes.
you get that through AI or do you have a certain website?
That actually was just when I built the PowerPoint slides, PowerPoint itself has a built-in like a button where you say design the slide and it'll give you options. And I figured that when it came up with that, I said that was the perfect one
Yeah. Okay,
for that
thanks.
slide. Yep.
All right, you guys. Well, let's go make it a great day. Nilbert, thank you so much. You guys, it's worth diving into your leadership right now and helping them get their 2x2. And this training just is such a great reminder of that. Go into that 2x2 report today. Make sure that you're working with your people. You guys, this business, multi-million-dollar incomes are built 2x2x2x2. I cannot stress it enough. How do you develop 3-star leadership? 2x2x2. Caroline saw she's launching like 4 new girls right now. She's like, I've not ever had this before where people actually want to work. They want to duplicate. And I'm like, can you follow the system, make a list, help them connect? They each need to get two within 24 to 48 hours. You're going to call their people with them, share why you're excited, help them get there too. That is how a leader, a budding leader becomes a leader, is by taking on that leadership role where you sit down, you meet at the coffee shop and you start helping them call names. You're dialing for dollars. Okay. You guys are texting people. You're using that text system that we just put out in the Legacy Leaders group, the Legacy Makers Facebook group. You guys, that is how you're going to do this. So to give you a little tidbit on, you're watching people rank advance right now. And I do not want you to compare your story to somebody else's. Put your blinders on. I'm putting my blinders on too. I really am. I want you to put your blinders on right now. If you're looking at other people rank up, it's like, who was I talking to the other day? Oh, so-and-so, how did they do that? How did Antoinette hit 4-star? I'm like, girl, she had a freaking ton of power up. She rallied those power up points when they were there. Do you have 1 million points in power up? If you don't, guess what? You're going to have to put your blinders on and build 2x2x2 and develop that leadership out. Do not compare your run to anybody else's run right now. Now is not the time for that. The time is to dig in deep. It's Tuesday. It's February 10th. We're moving in through February. You guys, it's a 28-day month. It's not that long. You need to take advantage of every moment you have to go in and develop that leadership. Put your blinders on right now. Not in 5 minutes from now. Now, I want your blinders on now. Okay. And I want you to get into your list and get into your team's lists. All right. I'm serious about that because I'm just right there with you, my friends. Like my sleeves are rolled up and I'm watching what's happening and I'm thinking to myself, you know what? I'm really excited about my build. I'm really excited about my leaders. I'm really excited about what they're doing. I'm really proud of their accomplishments. I can be proud of other people at the same time, but at the same, I need to also look at who's rank advancing in our organization currently. And I want you guys to get fired up about your own success and the success of those underneath you, underneath your leadership right now. You need to dig deep for dough. Okay. Anyone could go wide for show. You need to go deep for dough right now. You need to go in and develop 2 by 2 leaders. Okay. So if that's all you did today was help somebody else get their 2, or if you're brand new and you go get your 2, you're doing it right. Are you with me? All right. Okay. All right. I just wanted to reiterate that over these last couple minutes because I've been fielding a lot of questions about how some people are doing some things and others aren't yet. And that just tells me right there that we're in comparison mode, and that means we're not working. So I'm just being straight up honest with you. Stop comparing, get into your downline, pull your reports, start working on the 2 by 2, start working on your 3 stars. Okay. Put your blinders on. We already did that. Blinders are on. Okay. And let's go build some thoroughbreds. Let's go build our board of directors. Okay. And by build, I mean actually build them, like what Nilbert went over with you guys just now. Okay. I want to hear from people. Becky, I'm calling people out now. Becky, Mari, Nicole, I want to hear from you. Caroline, I need to hear from you. I need to hear from you. Okay. Michelle, all of you guys, I need to hear from you. I need to know what's going on in your organization or business, how I can help. Michelle, I did a great call with Lori yesterday. She's got 4 new people. She's going for 6 more to hit 3-star. So you guys, we've got to start developing that leadership. Okay. All right. Nobody's told you that they love you yet today. I know I love you. I know Nilbert loves you. He poured into you today with a lot of love. A lot of love and a lot of respect. He's an incredible human being, an incredible leader. And I never want to miss a Nilbert training. So, all right, you guys, let's share this with others today. This has been recorded live. It's on our YouTube channel. It can be shared, and we'll go from there. All right. Love you guys. See you.